What's up, family? Um, Today is Sunday that everyone should be great about what is happening out here. In this video, I want to speak why choosing ones. Why people of God often find themselves alone, no relationships, not not even friendships. So yeah, I'm gonna explain what it is and why is always like that. So I'm gonna go with number one. Choosing ones has great destiny. The destiny I'm talking about is an extraordinary destiny that God has placed thee on. God has placed this in you. This exists in you. This destiny is in you that you have not realized yet. Even when you find yourself in a relationship, it doesn't stay longer or last longer. It's because you always feel like you are heading to the next destination. You always feel like the next destination is always there waiting for you to experience it. So choosing ones always find themselves alone. It's not because that we don't know how to make relationships. In fact, choosing ones are the best people that you can make relationship with, because when we are in relationship, we don't hurt people. We always want the best. We always want the best for people. We always want to see people win. We always want to, we cherish relationships so much. We cherish friendship. We cherish our families. Not even We cherish even people that we don't know, even people that is come close to us. We cherish them so much, and that's why we are the best. We are the best in when it comes to relationship and friendship. So we are the best, and sometimes people take advantage of this. Because they have seen that choosing one are the most precious ones that can never have any evil against you. They can never plot evil against you, because they always have God in their hearts. So they don't fit in with all kind of so much wickedness. So that's why choosing one always find themselves alone. It doesn't mean that they don't know how to make relationship. It's just that they have a great destiny ahead of them. So normal relationships is not just for them. We don't fit in for a long time, man. We don't fit in for a long time with all that sorts of relationships. So that's why we always want a genuine relationship that we satisfy our spirits, a genuine relationship that we involve God in all areas. That's why sometimes we always find ourselves alone, because we feel like we should be in a genuine relationship that we always make it right with God. Because sometimes being in a wrong relationships, being in ungodly relationships, sometimes could mean that you are going against God. So that's why sometimes we find ourselves alone, because we want to continue to stay in the right path, not the path that will tear us apart, not the path that we make us be in a worry, not the path that we change who we are. We like being in that straight path. That's why choosing one always find themselves alone. Not that path that will put you in position that you never wanted. Not that path, man. So I'm I'm making this video right now because all my life I've been growing as a child. All my life I've been growing. Not just now I notice it. I've been asking myself these questions. Why so many of my friends have relationships? They always fit in with girlfriends. Like I never fit in. Man. I feel like, man, this type of relationship is not what I need. Maybe I think I need a more genuine relationship, something like that. I never fit in with all those kind of relationships. So for a long, I've been asking that question. Not even just now. I started asking or seeking about this type of question. I've been asking for that question for so long because I think all my life, it's not that I don't have friends. Growing up in school, in college, you know, whatever, I have so much. Like I have friends. I have friends that I grow with, right? I have friends that I experience life with, and I love them all, and they love me too. But there is always something in me that tells me that, man, you have a genuine relationship, and this genuine relationship is tied up. This genuine relationship is always feel like it's influencing me. It's influencing me out of the normal relationship I'm in with the world. So I feel like this genuine relationship is what is always trying to take me out of the normal relationship I am. So I always feel like those relationship doesn't work. It doesn't last with me. I doesn't fit with him. And always you gotta it's gotta always cause you problem, because there is a genuine relationship out there waiting for you to experience it. Man, I'm telling you the truth. You gotta always pray for for you to always reach your destination. Don't let the friends that you're having currently, the friends they are already reclaimed since you were born. Don't let them make you feel like they are all, for they are not all. For genuine relationships lives with God. So I'm not telling you should not gonna love your current friends. They are your friends, and you don't have to hate them or send them away. It's very wrong, because you might not find a good friend like them. So I'm making an example. So that's why choosing ones often find themselves alone. And another thing is, choosing one often find themselves alone because they want someone who operates like them. For me, I cannot be operating in white. For me, I cannot be operating in white, right? I cannot be operating in white and want to live in someone who is operating in black. Man, it's feel like I'm living with a demon, and it's always come in trouble. But when I'm operating in white, I'm making an example, right? And someone that I'm dating, or someone I want to be in a relationship, or someone I wanted to even get married to is operating in white. Think about it, everything gonna be straightforward. Everything, the genuine understanding gonna come out on this. It's gonna be fulfillment and successful relationships. Everything there gonna be clear. No matter what it is, you both gotta understand each other. And it's because maybe she's born again. It's because she have been through what you have been through. She practiced the same thing with you. He is doing the same thing with you, and he is also from the kingdom of God. So that's why sometimes it feel like we don't fit in. We find ourselves alone, because that type of relationship is not the type of relationship we need, man. I'm telling you. So that's why sometimes you find yourself alone. It's because you need more genuine relationships that will align with your purpose, that will align with your calling, right? You need that relationship that will align with your true self. You need that relationship that will align with God's calling in your life. I've been so much. I'm a guy. I'm 26 years old right now. I've been so much time that I walk alone in life. I have family. Sometimes it's not even just friends. God can take you away from family. you know. So I've explained about that. And another reason you gotta always find yourself alone. Why God separates you? It's because in separation, when you are alone, I'm not gonna lie for you, when you are alone is when you define your true self. When you are alone is where you define who you are. You can never find who you are or define who you are being with others. Although you can grow and realize truth with others. That's quite alright, but I think you cannot define yourself when you are in that position of being in public, doing the same thing, doing what everyone else is doing, being in the same cycles, doing all kinds of things at the same time with others. Man, you cannot define yourself, you cannot define who you are in that period, but you can grow, you know you can grow and realize truth, realize what is real and what is not real. Because when you how to realize what is real and what is not real is being, I think, is being participating with others, your colleague, your friends, your relationship, your family. When you are with these people, you can be able to realize truth in life and what is good for you and what is not good for you, right? But to define yourself, you have to find yourself alone, and that is why sometimes God will separate you, right? Separate you is where you define yourself. You start to notice yourself, man, and notice the truth about yourself. That's why you define yourself being alone. That's you start to find the really you. Began to find the really you. I'm making this video. This morning because I'm so glad it came to my mind as to make it, because there's a lot asking why they feel alone. I know you feel solitude and you think that something is wrong. You think that it's because you are about to realize who you are, and that's why you are alone. But also have it in mind that you are not alone, because all mind in the universe is joined together. Your mind and my mind is joined together, because that's how everything works. If all might is not joined together, I think there's nothing to be understood in this life. So that's it. You find yourself alone, but you are not lonely. God is protecting you from something that will harm you, something that you cannot handle in front of everyone, something that you cannot handle, something that others cannot help you with, right? Something that others cannot help you with. God will isolate you to help you with this. So I'm telling you, if you feel isolation right now, you feel like you are alone, be grateful and be happy that God is about to reveal your true self to you, and you are about to evolve to the greater version of yourself. Being alone is a blessing, man. Being alone at this moment right now is a blessing. Because why is a blessing is because with time the true you will start to express itself, and this is where you find fulfillment. I'm telling you, man. So you find yourself, try your possible best to do what is necessary at the moment, and don't let nobody to distract you. Don't let nobody to get you out of your work with God. Do what is necessary, and always pray that whatever that you are doing right now, whatever that you are creating right now, should make sense forever. So that's it. You find yourself alone doesn't mean God wants you alone. It's time to define it's time to define yourself into pieces, man. So I'm telling you, I went too much. I've been so much in isolation. But I'm not isolated right now. You can see where I am right now. I'm alone, right? Where I am right now, I'm alone, but I don't feel alone, right? right? Feeling alone doesn't mean anything. Just, feeling alone, it's feel like you are putting yourself in a misery. So when you are alone, it doesn't mean anything. You know, do what you do what you can. Do what you can when you are alone, and try to stay with people who are doing the same thing with you, and have patience in your learning. Have patience in what God is trying to show you, and what God is trying to reveal to you, man. I'm telling you, it's all fulfillment, it's all love. Be grateful for that, and you will see what is about to happen next. You don't have to feel like you're struggling with loneliness. You don't have to feel like you're struggling with that, because I don't believe it should be a struggle to you. Have it in mind, it's a blessing. Have it in mind, it's a blessing. If I do not went through isolation for years, I will not be able to make this video. I'm start telling you what isolation is, and start telling you how it feel like, and start telling you what is about to happen. It's because I experience it. Then feeling like you are alone we can make you be afraid from chasing your goals. Just have it in mind that the great is about to happen in your life. I'm telling you, man, God is about to reveal so many things with you that will help you on your journey. Number one, what God is about to reveal to you, God cannot reveal everything to you in front of everyone. But when God sets you apart, it's all love. You're about to express the love from the kingdom. It's all love, and all you have to do right now is to try and do what is necessary. Don't try and do whatever is not necessary. No matter how it tempts you, don't do what is not necessary, man. Find it out to do something that is necessary to you, and this gonna help you a lot in your life. This gonna help you a lot on your journey. This gonna help you a lot to to fulfill your destiny. When you are alone, when God sets you alone, you find it that is different from you running from the world. Maybe you feel afraid, you feel like the world is against you or something like that. You don't need to feel that way, man. That's the difference. Pray whenever you feel like the world is against you, man. Pray, ask God what is happening. Pray that God sets you free from whatever that you're battling. Pray that God showed you the gifts that He has given to you. Ask God, how can you be able to use these gifts to help others in this life? Be grateful for what God has given to you, and don't find yourself isolated for so long. Man, I'm telling you guys, right now I don't feel alone, and I can never feel alone, because sometimes when you spend time alone so long, it feels like you are living in misery. So be where you are, be exactly where you are, and thank God for protecting you, because isolation is a protection from God. God is about to reveal something to you. God is about to protect you, and be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, and try to build up more in life. Subscribe and like to the video. I love you all, man.